Sometimes, man, you just get to where I can't figure this out. Like help me out. I'm trying to understand, dudes, what the hell is going on? So that's the name of this partnership. You tell me. Oh, you tell me.
Finally, Big Dog Chico.
You tell
got this
me.
thing operational one time for the one time.
You tell me.
Back there, you know what he got to do. Push up too hot. Duke tried to take him down.
Tell me.
Chico wouldn't do right.
You tell
that
me.
Was that here. Y'all know what it is.
You tell me. Live.
You tell me live.
You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live.
Dukes the Scoop. Phillip Dukes. Your favorite auntie's favorite uncle, Uncle Neely. Back at you again on a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, terrific Tuesday, tremendous Tuesday, whatever damn word you want to put with Tuesday. We here. And it's time for You Tell Me. Well, we ask each other a question we just can't simply understand. So we're trying to get some help, trying to get some facts. Y'all chime in the chat. Always let us know where you're checking in from. And if y'all got questions making a super chat, we're going to definitely see it. But let's get this damn thing going. Chico is in the back. We got Manny, our new hire, straight off of Cinco de Mayo. Just got his citizenship. Manny, Emmanuel, sound man back there too. Maybe to work, maybe one. Dukes the Scoop. It's Tuesday night, baby. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here, man. What can I say, man? Fresh off my 10,000 subscriber episode last night, man. That was real cool to get a lot of love. So, man, I appreciate it, man. And I'm in a good mood, man, to be in this space right now. So I can't complain at all, man. How you feeling, Unc?
Man, I'm feeling great because I'm living vicariously through you and proud of your accomplishments, man. That's like 10,000 in less than 4 months. Proud of the work you done put in. They tried to come for you. They tried to bury you, but they didn't know they were planting the seed.
Man.
And all we're going to do is we're going to do what we just did 10 more times. We're going to be at 100.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Hey, look, I know you don't hustle before. That's all hey, what they say, man, you ain't got to do nothing but make 10,000 10 times and then make 110 and you a millionaire. So,
that's it.
Yeah, no, that's real hustle mentality for sure. You gonna kick it off?
No, that's the repetitive part of it, man. You can't set out to get 100,000 subscribers. You got to set out to get 1,000.
Right. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you do it 100 times.
I'm telling you.
And then you there. You was on your way. You was on your way. You was on your way. Shout out to Big Dog Chico, who always produces You Tell Me in the background. Had a little delay because we had a little off-camera debate on whether Chico was going to pay down his push-up debt live on the air. But, you know, we'll get it worked out. Dude. Dukes the Scoop.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Cleveland Browns. Another show where we talking about the Browns. The Cleveland Browns have issued out their numbers. Everybody has their jersey numbers. Jersey sales are on the way. If you pre-ordered, you should have one on the way to you now. But it's not just number 2. They got a 1 in front of the 2. Shedeur Sanders has been issued jersey number 12. You tell me, Deuce the Scoop, what Cleveland smoking?
Man, I don't know, man. I get it. I guess they say the veterans got first crack at it, but why wouldn't you put that one to the side? Mm-hmm. So I guess this is let me tell you how I really feel about it. It's really another test. It's really another one of those. I hate to call them a ritual, but it's one of those things where it's like a unfair example setting type of deal where they want to see how he's gonna respond. In my opinion, like if I'm conspiracy theorist, conspiracy, that's what I'm going with. It's like, all right, now how you gonna respond to this? Oh, we're like, it's your number 1 jersey seller. Like that should be something, right? The guy goes on day 3 and has the number 1 selling rookie jersey, right? And then had 2 less days they could actually sell it. So he missed Thursday, he missed Friday, and basically the majority of Saturday. So from that point, he had the least time and made up them numbers, in a day? So, I thought that, if anything, missed opportunity for Cleveland. But secondly, what it also does is, and I think even when they opened it up, the guy who took to, I believe DeAndre Carter, at best you would call him a journeyman receiver, saw opportunity to make some extra money, in my opinion. When you go get that too, the stock Shedeur comes from, and shoot, man, if you can make you an extra 100, 200,000 just for asking for a number, why wouldn't you? But I think where Shedeur is right now, and their camp is, they so focused on football. You think, if they wanted to go get that jersey number, they could have. Right. If anybody could make an offer that couldn't be refused, it would be that family. But, they focused on football, and that's what I love about it all. It hasn't been a distraction from their camp at all. We talking about it because we got good sense. But from their camp, that's why we talking about it. But from their side, from Shedeur and from his team, you haven't heard a peep. And I like that because it's all about football now. All the conjecture, all the posture, and all of that is out the window. Now you got to line it up. Now you got to prove. Now you can't say what you think. You can't say what you heard, because now it's gonna be on film what I'm doing when I get my reps. So they keeping it at football, so I'm cool with it. But yeah, I think it was one, a missed opportunity from the Browns, and two, basically an attempted hostage situation. I think DeAndre Carter really just wanted to hold a number hostage. What do you think? You tell me what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hop around on it. I'm gonna deal with in no particular order. Carter, the Browns, Shedeur, the fans. On one hand, I feel you and Chico. What an excellent opportunity by Carter to, because that's the rule in the NFL. If I got a jersey you want, you got to give me something for it. And who would not know or assume that Shedeur wanted to? But I also got to say, in fairness to that young brother, I don't know that. His granddaddy could have been number 2 in his platoon when they stormed the beaches in Normandy or something. Number 2 might mean something to him. I don't know that. But I do know this, that no matter what it meant to him, it meant more to the Browns to step in and do something right for a change. And what it says to me that the Browns didn't do that is that's why I'm in line with you. And they don't care. They're like, hey, it is what it is. You would pick 144. We ain't holding no number for no 144. No matter how many jerseys you sold, no matter how good we think you are, no matter how cheap we think we got you for, we finna treat you like we treat 144. We ain't holding no jersey for you. You ain't special. You ain't done nothing yet. Now, the flip side to me is, from a business tip, I think the jersey is going to sell whether it's 12 or 2, but I think you're going to sell more if it was 2, because the excitement would be there. The buzz would be there. And here's what I want to be clear when I say 2 was outside of 12. We're talking about before a ball is thrown.
Right.
When Shedeur gets his opportunity and is a commander of the offense, number 12 for the Cleveland Browns is going to be the number 1 selling jersey in the NFL. So that's going to take care of itself. We're talking about right now in May. We're talking about May 6th. That your May, June, July sales could have been off the charts, if it was the 2 versus the 12. But I think it's the Browns just doubling down on that. No, man, we don't care about no Johnny Unitas award. We don't care about the NCAA leading completion percentage. We don't care that Colorado had the most receivers to go in the draft and somebody had to throw to them. We don't care about none of that. You 144, you wait. You get the numbers that's left over. I think that's deliberate. I think it's intentional. And I also think, didn't we expect it? I mean, didn't we kind of expect it? Even if you didn't kind of expect it, does it really surprise you? I mean, look at what's going on this whole process. Why would they get to right now with the jersey and be like, hey, man, let's kiss and make up. Let's do the right thing. He won number 2. We know he won number 2. Let's save it for him. Now let me deal with the Shedeur end of it. Ain't nobody care. Did he want to? Absolutely. Is it going to change who he is or how he practices or how he performs? Absolutely not. What he's going to do is he's going to make number 12 a household number, just like 2 would have been. And we also got to remember that when Coach Prime was at Florida State, Doak Campbell Stadium, waving in the hands in the air and getting the crowd up and wearing the number 2. When he got drafted to the NFL as a cornerback, cornerbacks couldn't wear 2. He had to switch numbers. He went with 21. Look what 21 means now in the football world. Now, I know you got a number 12 out there in Tom Brady, GOAT status. But what Shedeur could do with that number in a Browns color scheme, it's going to be unbelievable, man. So I say embrace the opportunity. Don't trip over it. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it get you down. Go out there and do what the hell you're going to do, which is earn the QB1 spot by week 3. And then no matter what jersey you in, past, present, or future, you're going to have more years in that jersey than you've had in the number 2 behind you. Because if you count college days or even high school, right? Let's put at 8 years of high school and college wearing number 2. You're finna be in the league 12 to 15 years, man.
Right.
Make 12 mean something to them. I'd say take what they tried, just like we started this show off when they tried to bury Dukes, but planted a seed. Okay. I wanted 2. Y'all gave me 12. You know what 12 is in the mirror? 21.
Yeah.
Come get this heat. Come get this smoke. Yeah. Yeah. We fin- you just put a Sanders right where Sanders want to be.
Man, and what, 12 squared?
144. Where you got picked?
Yep. Yeah. The 12
yeah,
strong.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at it either, man. And then too, imagine the Colorado fans who can get that Travis and that Shedeur. Yeah, 1 and 2. Half Jags, half Browns. You get that 1 and the 2, both 12. You know, it's so many possibilities with that 12 that I thought about. So, and you know, shoot, and really and truly, it could also talk about where them boys should have won in the draft. 1 and 2.
1, 2.
Yep.
A 1, 2. A 1, 2 with Mike Jack. Hell yeah, I love that one, dude. I love that one.
So, excuse me. You tell me. Speaking of Trav, you had his mom, Ferrante, on earlier on the new Uncle Chico Lunch Show. That's Tuesday. So, man, congratulations on launching that. But you tell me, what was the general vibe from Mama Trav about how Travis is liking Jacksonville so far and what he thought and what their family thought about him being picked by the Jags?
You know, man, it's just phenomenal. Her spirit is contagious. I would encourage anybody that's already uplifted, or if you need a little uplifting, to go watch that episode, because she is always on 10-10 with her positivity and her faith, much like Coach Prime, which is why when I answer your question, the answer won't be surprising to people that have heard her talk before. None of this has caught them off guard. You know, Travis, the day before the draft, had a feeling and was looking at houses on Zillow in Jacksonville. And, you know, she had a feeling they were just going to be closer to family in Georgia than all the travel they haven't had to do in the past. And everybody knows Travis, his first thing going to do is, man, where the lake at? And so, you know, he shows up to the facility. He ain't suited and booted like his draft night. He in his jogging suit. I'm surprised he wasn't in pajamas or a onesie, because he'll do that in a minute. But first thing he want to know is, like, okay, after I do all this, where the lake's at? I got to go fishing. Like, the dude is who he is no matter where he is. And it is, I tell people this, like the same thing with Coach Prime, is that it's rare in our individual lives that we get to be around people or exposed to people directly that are one of the best or the best at whatever it is they do. And then 2, no matter where they are, where they're doing it, they are absolutely completely themselves. Like, Travis does not change because of the room he's in. The room is going to change because of him. Like, you'll be sitting in the room, Dukes. I don't know last time you and your boys sat around talking about fishing, but let Travis walk in the room. We're going to start talking about fishing. Because he sets the temperature, he sets the tone. And back in the country down in Simpson County, McGee, where I'm on from, it's called the bell cow. You put a bell on one of the cows. Now, all the cows going to follow that one. Yeah. All you got to do is get that one. The rest of them come behind it. Like, Travis is a tone setter. Like, he doesn't follow trends. He sets them. Like I just alluded to, and I said the same to his mom. The biggest issue you got to worry about him is, hey, make sure he know that this is not a pajama meeting or a onesie meeting. Like this is a real meeting, because he's gonna be himself. And if you feel like wearing a Batman onesie, that's what he's coming in.
That's what's happening. That's what's coming.
He ain't trying to impress you. Like
Right.
he impresses you with his play, and that standard that he has for himself exceeds any standard that you could put on him. So
Right.
they're loving the concept of being in Jacksonville, loving the concept of having a younger maverick general manager, and all the staff changes that has been taking place there. They got a new stadium that's coming. So the next 4 years, man, are going to be a blessing in Jacksonville. And here's what Jacksonville knows. Jacksonville knows, hey, if this works and we made the move up to get him, believing it's going to work, if this works, woo, we got to pay this brother. They already know what's coming if this works. Because you talk about record-setting contract, resetting the market at both receiver and DB, because the coach, the GM, everybody said he's good at both. We're going to let him play both. And so they're loving that opportunity, Dukes. They're loving, the vibe in Jacksonville. They're loving how it all unfolded. And like she will tell you, this is not the end of the jersey. They're not resting because they arrived. The end of the journey is still not here, so they still grinding like it's day one, man. You tell me, when you hear Ferrante Edmonds, Travis Hunter, Mama talk, what do you take away from?
Man, just comfort, dog. I think there's a sense of peace that goes along with knowing, and I think that knowing came a little bit before, like she got a download or something where it was like, it kind of came to him ahead of time. And I think the best football, I was just talking to a player the other day, and he has some things going on in his personal life, and that he goes out and he suffers an injury, and afterwards, and I'm like, how did that happen? It's not like you. And because the injury he suffered came from a play that he usually makes, and he doesn't make it, and he's not paying attention, and he has an unfortunate accident. And he said, my mind wasn't clear. And not too long after that, meeting with a player, a lot on his mind, slams his thumb in the car. Boom. Had to miss workouts, right? What's wrong? Not thinking, not clear. Having a sense of peace before you step on that football field is so understated when it comes to playing high-level football. You can really dig into your craft. You can really not worry about the pundits and what people are saying, but just being at peace and feeling comfortable, I think, is so important when it comes to high-level sports. And I think that's what I drew from that. When you think about the peace that came along with it, and them being able to say, all right, we're home, feeling at home, I think Travis is going to do great things, and I think that his peace and comfort level and comfortability in Jacksonville is going to be a huge part of
it. Yeah, I love that, man. Nothing like being comfortable, and it's hard to be uncomfortable when you are who you are, no matter where you go, man. Let me shout out Ferrante Edmonds, man, because of the high regard and high respect I have for her, and for her to say this about me, I really was touched by it. She told the audience today, she's like, look, I don't know how many of y'all know Uncle Neely in real life, but trust me, the way he is on this show is the way he is in real life. And they ain't one of them things I go out my way to do, but I just try to be me. And so I recognize when I see it in other people, like people are coming to me, man. That's why I laugh in the chat, like, oh, I'm mad about something. I'm this, that. Man, Unc don't have bad days. I ain't saying something don't agitate me or make me laugh or make me mad or something, but I don't carry shit long because, dog, I'm gonna be me regardless.
Yeah.
So no matter what space I'm in, I set how I feel in that space, not nobody else. So when she said she recognized it about me, I was like, I appreciate that. Because
that's hard.
you better believe that is my mindset. Is like, don't go in here and let these folks change you. You go in there and you change these folks. Be you.
Man, that's a word, brother. Brother Neely.
Tell you this now. Like I got on Chico here earlier today. It ain't lost on me that I lost these game ones, but the series are not over. You had New York Knicks come down from 20 and force an overtime and beat the Celtics. And then you had the Nuggets come back and pull out them a win as well in the waning seconds. You tell me, DukesTheScoop, what are you expecting from those two series and how long will they go?
Man, so I think the Nuggets made that game a little close. They made it a lot closer than it had to be. And I think the Celtics should have that's the worst you're gonna see the Celtics shoot. So I think the Nuggets gonna continue what they did. I think that was their opportunity to get out and get in front. So I definitely like the fact that they pulled out a tough one that they probably should have lost. That's like that one that's like that book that walked. Like, hey man,
great analogy.
That's that 10 of diamonds that, oh man, y'all let that
I was
walk.
about to say 9 of diamonds. Did nobody count that book, man?
Yeah,
like how we let that get through?
Ain't nobody count that one. So that's how I see that one going. And I'm gonna go Nuggets in 6 since they stole one already. That was the Nuggets in 7 right there. They stole that first one, so I'm gonna say Nuggets in 6. And then I'm gonna go Celtics in 6 too, man, because they shot the most 3-pointers, I believe, in playoff history or maybe history. Huh?
No, I'm sorry, they missed 43.
Yeah. They missed, and they shot 60 and missed they missed 43 out, and I think 60 is the most ever shot and missed the most. And how many of those shots could they have driven on? How many times did Jason Tatum settle for the 3-pointer and not take and not pound the ball inside? So I think right now that play, like the way they played yesterday is, first of all, they could have got easier shots. They missed a lot of wide open shots, but they didn't have to shoot 60 3-pointers, bro. 60 3-pointers, dog. No. Come on, man. Like Jaylen Brown doesn't like Jaylen. I love Jaylen Brown, dog, as a basketball player, but man, he like by the time you get to 1 for 6, you should probably go ahead and say tonight ain't my night. For him to get to 1 for 10, it's kind of like, all right, dog. And I know shooters shoot, but him being somebody who's so dynamic when it comes to getting to the paint, I think he probably should have. They all settled for jump shots last night, so I'll say still doesn't change. I just don't think the Knicks, and they got to prove me wrong. I just don't think the Knicks have enough to keep up with the Celtics long term. And literally all they had to do is force the issue, get some fouls called. But they were up by a dub and shot more threes. All the Knicks did was continue to catch those long rebounds, get in transition. They got easy buckets. They got into the game before you knew it. Got back into the game. So I don't think that's sustainable for the Knicks. And I definitely think what the Nuggets were able to do, it is sustainable. So right now I'm gonna still stay with the Nuggets. I originally thought the Thunder. But I just don't. The Joker, dog. I just don't see it. Like Hardenstein is tall. Chet Holmgren, he's really a 3. Like I just don't see it, man. So give me the Nuggets in 6 and the Celtics in 6. You tell me how you see it.
Yeah, I love that, man. Mine still hasn't changed. If anything, made me raise an eyebrow, it was, Nuggets, Timberwolves, and the dynamic of that game versus the Celtics, Knicks. Man, I'm still so on board the Celtics. Like I told Chico this morning, I would not be surprised if it's over in 5 and they win the next 4, because I just really think that they're that much more talented than the team they're playing, and they learned a lot from this loss. That, hey, man, you killing that with a sledgehammer, we can't play around. Because what they were trying to do, keep shooting them threes, is they were looking at it from, okay, if we up 10 and we make 2, we go up 16, instead of looking at it, if we up 10 and miss 2 and then they score, now we only up 6. You got to look at the risk reward of when you're managing the clock and when you're up, because the game never should have gone in overtime. And then there was a couple of close rangers that Tatum and Brown missed that would have won in overtime. And I just don't think that over a series that's sustainable enough to bet on as far as the Knicks, being the underdog and winning it. Having said that, even though I'm still on board, what I saw the Nuggets do in that experience, that can show up 3 more games. And so it's going to be on the opponent to make sure that it don't show up. It's like, okay, and it's just another example, man, of damn experience is a mofo. Having been there, having done that, no panic. The game ain't over till it's over. Like that belief, that experience, it's a mofo. I'm still gonna go with OKC at this point. I'm not changing horses in the middle of the stream, but I wouldn't be surprised if that one is much closer going forward, just like game 1 was. I expect the Celtics to just go ahead and put on the gas and accelerate past these dudes and say, "Come on, man, stop playing. Let's get this over with." That never should have happened. Versus the other game, it's a head scratcher because you can literally see it happening again, and it speaks to like the upcoming games later tonight. You're gonna have Golden State tipping off. And one of the things I heard Draymond say, and I ain't no Draymond fan, I really can't wait to him and Ant-Man get into a first skirmish. You still don't really want to play Golden State in the playoffs. Like if you just lined up every team in the West and said who we got to play, like you would try to avoid them because they still them. Yeah. They still got the best shooter in NBA history. They still find a way to do it with small ball with Draymond out there. Jimmy Butler has done nothing but add to their chances. And so here's why I still say advantage Ant-Man and them is they want that. Like they want to beat the best shooter in NBA history. Like they would rather do that than play somebody else. Like I'm out here, I'm on the legend killing tour is the way Ant-Man putting it.
Man, I agree. You know that's my guy. But yeah, man, I also think that I think the matchup for Golden State and the Timberwolves, it's the same thing. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. It's like, no, I just don't think vertically Draymond Green can put up enough fight against Rudy Gobert if they deploy him correctly, which is let him run the rim and sometimes facilitate that and bust the 2-3 zone from the free throw line using a Randall who can knock that down. And then, when they come and when they force on them, when they attack or when they contest Randall, you just dump it back off to Rudy Gobert. Simple. You only have to run that play 2 or 3 times to make people know it's there, and then they can't continue to blitz whoever's at the free throw line. So, I mean, that's simple basketball. Anybody who even had to bust a 2-3 zone back in the day, where do you go in the 2-3 zone? To the free throw line. Like, this is elementary. Yeah. And I love to see NBA coaches just simplify it sometimes. Like, bro, it don't take all day to do nothing. They playing 2-3. Where you got to go? Free throw line. Easy. All right, so man, I think if when the Timberwolves do that and they allow their team, their offense to be facilitated from the free throw line against zone, I think because I believe they were one of, if not the best, one of the best. They hit the most threes this year. Either they hit the most or they were in that top 2. I got to clean that stat up. But for some team that was very proficient shooting 3-pointers, I think that's what the key to the game is. But you tell me.
Before you hit what you tell me, let me throw a log on that 5.
Okay.
Before you hit you and George. Because what you just described and breaking down that 2-3 and going to the free throw line is I find it a lot when you flip that over even to football. Somebody on the floor got to be prepared to be bored and stay bored. And sometimes we go looking for excitement and we get out of position. Like I see linebackers do it all the time. All they got to do is sit there and chop their feet and wait on the play to develop and then go. But they get bored and like, no, I got to make something happen. And then you guess wrong and the play went the other way because you out of position. And same thing, Chico, our tight end, 98% back there. Is the simplest thing to do is find the green grass and sit down. But it's the hardest thing to do because it's so damn boring and ain't no action right there. I want to go all the way down to numbers. I want to go, man, look. Hey, man, go 6 yards and turn your ass around. Find the empty space. And the empty space is at the free throw line.
Yeah.
But they won't do it because it's boring basketball and somebody got to be disciplined enough to be like, no, that's my role tonight. I'm going to stand off in this wing of this corner. As the play develop, I'm coming to the free throw line. Somebody going to find me. I'm taking a 15-footer and we just gonna dink and dunk 2 points up and down the floor.
Yeah.
And you win the damn series.
Man, you win the series.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have a player in the top 10 on Sports Center, but you
Right.
will win the series.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I thought Fitz did a great job of utilizing that. And he really didn't go. He really stayed away from it for the majority of, when it was time to use it, when he implemented it, it worked like a charm. Man, you saw Rudy Gobert go off of what, like 27 and I forgot the numbers. Yeah,
like
he had a crazy
24 and it was
something crazy, dog. Nah, for real.
And he still looked goofy doing it. Like it was the most dominant, non-dominant looking performance because he's still him,
Man, like the most goofy thing I ever seen him do was when he was coughing over the microphone during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, and just thought it was the cutest thing ever.
Touching everything. Everything a big ass joke.
Oh yeah, we got COVID. Then they shut the whole NBA down. Like, just big, yeah. But man, shout out to the big Goober, man. I hope that he's got it together. If you notice, he ain't been saying a whole lot lately, man. He just been, like, and you got to put him in.
What he's like 3 or 4 time defensive player of the year.
Yeah, and he got a lot of that.
But it's so quiet, like it's so goofy looking, man. I don't believe it.
Man, put it like this, like it ain't. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Like we talk about goofy players, and we talk and Shaq in the fool, but man, it ain't a whole lot of difference between JaVale McGee and Rudy Gobert. You just want to keep it a buck.
I agree.
It ain't a whole lot of difference between them.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it ain't but I'll say that, Father Time, right? Rudy Gobert, was had a little more bounce in his step when he was winning those, and that defense was built to funnel everything to him. So, and he played the majority of the minutes. So I think that's why he got some of those stats. Now, he's not a horrible player. He's a classic defensive guy in the mold of a Dikembe Mutombo, right? When you look at what, and God bless him, but nobody could tell you what Dikembe Mutombo's go-to move was. Like, so I think Rudy Gobert is the same way. Now, do I think Mutombo was way more serviceable to him on the offensive end? Absolutely. But I think with Gobert, what makes him effective is when the offense knows how to. They say, look, we don't want 80% of your game, offensive game. We don't want none of that. All we want you to do is sit here, move in a restricted area so you don't get a 3-second call, move frequently through here, keep your feet active, and run the rim. That's it.
Yep.
Run the rim, make an extra pass. And that's how he gets 27. That's how he gets 27 points. There's no other way. You're not giving Rudy
24 rebounds.
Right. You're not giving him the ball and saying, hey, bro, back to the basket, give him your primary, fake your primary, and then go secondary. Like, you're not doing that to Rudy Gobert.
You pull up a highlight reel of a Dennis Rodman getting 20 rebounds and a highlight reel of Shaq getting 20 and a highlight reel of Rudy getting 20, and they all three look completely different. Like, right. It is a completely different 20 rebound. Like, Gobert just know how to get in the right spot, tip it to himself, and pass gone. Like, there's no, aggression and work, to it, where the other guys was that physical dominance, and with Robin is just damn willpower and just damn crazy. Didn't nobody want to touch him. Speaking of not wanting to touch him on defense, man, shout out to Randall. Like, don't nobody want that dude guarding him, man.
Yeah.
He looked like he looked musty. You look just like man, move back, dog. Stop touching me.
Yeah, nah, man.
I kept you off the.
No, it's all good. I'm glad you said how you said it, because that segue right into my question that you did not know that I was gonna say. As we always say, man, we don't rehearse this. We just come, and we basically ask each other. We get real reactions. But speaking of Randall was basically traded for Karl Anthony Towns in the offseason to be the Minnesota Timberwolves number 2. When you think of a Julius Randle, when you think of a Karl Anthony Towns, when you think of, you pick your guy for the Thunder, whoever's number 2 that day. When you think of, I would probably the Nuggets. I guess you would go Jamal Murray.
Sure.
In Cleveland, Where you go, Mobley, Garland, probably Garland is your number 2 guy for Cleveland.
Okay.
Who do you think is the best Robin left to everybody's Batman remaining in the playoffs? Who's the best number 2? Who do you trust the most in the secondary capacity? If you had to pick one player outside of the star player for any one of these teams, who's your favorite number 2?
That's left in here now. If Joker is Batman, that makes Murray Robin Murray. Because what he can do with the ball, how he can control the game, how he can score. And he's also not, I mean, he's not defense player of the year, but he's by no means a defensive liability. And then after that one, this one might surprise y'all. I just talked about him. Randall. I don't know if he's crazy for real, but he look crazy and play crazy. And we done all been on the playground, all been on the team where you have somebody who just frustrates you. You are a better player than they are. You can score easier than they can, but for some reason, this dude just takes you out your damn game. And like the way Randall gets up on you, the way he go about it, the way he handsy, the way he look musty. Like we just warmed up how you musty already. Like I'm gonna go with Murray for basketball, like organized basketball. But we're doing a pickup game at LA Fitness of the Y. Give me Randall. Because the dude, when he was on LeBron, took LeBron out of this game. Yeah. His damn nose is in between numbers on your chest, man. You're like, dude, back up. Like, they ain't even inbound the ball yet. Get away from me.
No, you're right. Well, he looked
he like Lance Stevens and Patrick Beverly had a baby.
A big
and Dennis Roberts' grandfather. They just frustrate you, man.
What kind of baby? What kind of baby? Old girl, one from Shannon Sharp.
Oh yeah. What do you call it? Liquid baby. Yeah,
big black. Like they had one. Hey, no mind, man. My bad, y'all. Hey, my bad.
I'm gonna go Murray. I'm gonna go Murray. But Dukes, you tell me, teams left in the playoffs, who's the best Robin out there?
I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna go with Jaylen, man. I feel like one two-way player. First of all, play offensively and defensively. Secondly, I like about this game is when what he didn't do last game is when the outside shot isn't working. He's one of the few guys who can hit a mid-range shot consistently. Not afraid to take that shot. They make a lot about him not going to the left, but I feel like he does when he needs to. And there's a lot of guys that all you got to do is dribble 2 times with the left, and you've done enough. And if you can get to your shot in 2 dribbles, we came up with 3 dribbles in the first place. Like that's all you dribble that ball more than 3 times, you got to come out that game. I don't care if you're the point guard. You got 3 times. You need to make a decision. So for him to be able to be efficient and succinct with his game, I think that he does a lot of things that if he wasn't in Boston, he probably, or if you trade Tatum, he's probably still your number 1 guy. So I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown because he does have some lead guys, some Batman qualities about himself on both ends of the court.
Absolutely. And I tried to keep mine Robin to Robin for real because Robin can't be Batman, and Murray can't be the best dude on that team, and nor can Randall. But you're absolutely right. Like Jaylen Brown could easily be the Batman on that team if something would have happened. Chico chimed in from the back, and he says Jimmy Butler. And I'm going to push back and say, man, if Draymond hear you say that, Draymond will slap you. Draymond said that, he's second on that team.
Man, Draymond low-key said he first.
Yeah, he really does. He really does. Like Draymond, like a little confused. I cannot wait to Draymond say something to Ant-Man, though. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I know last time too, man. Like just like Draymond had to watch it. I think last time he said something crazy to Ant-Man, he went off for 10 in a row. So now, but they did get the better of the Timberwolves in the season series. That was the one win Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves did get, was that game that they got to talking. So yeah, man, I want to see how that goes because I feel like Ant-Man got somebody who really got his back. I think Randall got his back for real. I think
absolutely. Yeah.
I think when they seen him like and not just got his back, but got Rudy's back. Like, Karl Anthony Towns wasn't gonna be able to be no playoff enforcer. It just don't matter. Like
no, it's not in him.
I wasn't gonna,
Hey, let me tell you something. You can't be a divorcer and your voice high. I'm sorry. Cat, that was a foul. Come on. He's like, dog, you 7'8". He sound like a chipmunk. I can't do it.
Man.
I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like then nobody when he was choking that man out, like for real, nobody really wanted to step in. And I think you got Nas Reed who turned up a little bit even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you too, Lil Mafia man, he'll get with it too. DiFincenzo, man, in the mob, you know what I mean? So
I like that. I like it. I like Italian stereotypes.
Yeah, man. So you definitely gotta add him to the mix.
I'm looking at this, man. I talked earlier about experience, and I think that experience is what got the Nuggets over OKC the other night. And shout out to the experience that the Warriors are bringing to the table. But dog, we gotta understand, man. These dudes, Father Time is undefeated, just like what Shannon been fighting is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. These dudes just played a 7-game series 48 hours ago in Houston, and now they're in Minnesota. If Golden State can win game one now, like okay. But when you factor all the things included, like this, the Wolves should win this game pretty easily tonight. You're facing somebody just played 7, on the road 7, 48 hours ago. Now they're back on the road again, all the way up to the top of the country from the bottom. I gotta go with that man tonight, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Which means if I was betting now, I put money on Golden State because I'm trying to turn $10 into 80, not $8 into 12.
Man, you said, hey, look, last week, man, I tried to give y'all a bet too, man. It was too late. I said, I had $100 money line on.
Yeah, you flipped that to what, 250?
Yeah, 300. Yeah, quit. Yeah, 250 with the odds, plus 250. So, yeah, I think some of them games I don't bet a whole lot on, but when I get that, that feeling for money line, I feel a whole lot better losing 100 when I could have tripled my money versus losing 100. Yeah, to make $80.
Man, I'm gonna lose 100 to make 110.
Yeah. No, for sure, man.
That's a Chico betting. Now you gotta look at the odds and what the payouts is, and yeah. You like even today, Chico gonna try to say, "Well, I'll tell you what. After the show, I'll give you 20." Chico, when you gonna learn? You're not negotiating these terms. Like,
Chico,
you know what? Chico think he Embiid. You think Chico think he come tell you when he go play?
That's exactly what Chico did, man.
I'm not gonna push us back-to-back nights.
We was a few minutes late, man. So I tried to cash in my 10 push-ups out of the 80 that Chico owes me left from our last wager. And Chico just decided that it's not a good time for me. That's what he said. It's not a good time, Deuce. So if you wait, I'm not going to do it. So if you wait, I'll give you 20 later on. I'm like, bro, first of all, you can't tell. I said, since you told me to wait, the most you can do is 5. And I'll be at 75. If not, we just going to carry 80 into tomorrow on Wednesday. So that's that. And I ain't got petty and winning in the twos yet because you bet 100. You didn't bet 100.
Yeah, I think you should get petty and go down to the ones. Like, I want you to stop, turn cameras, move lights, get up, and give me one damn push-up.
Man. And look, I was giving Chico 10s and hey man, I give you 2 to 1, I give you extra 5 here, all type of stuff. You know what I mean?
You can't help him, dog. You can't help him.
No, I bet Chico 100 anytime push-ups and it's on record. We shook on it and everything. Man, Chico trying to, you gonna have to put the expiration date on this or something, dog. Like, dang, Chico.
I almost had him this morning before Ferrante Evans came on. We had about a 15-minute sports show. And I told him, I said, man, if anything, like I just told y'all tonight, if anything, the Celtics could win 4 in a row and just close this thing at 5. Or he jumped up on the bet. Then he remembered how bad he is at betting and he settled down.
No, he didn't.
And I love how he hear us talking about him.
Yeah, he probably he gonna say something.
Like, oh, we might have to shake on that one. We might have to bump elbows on that one. I don't know.
No, he
But he
didn't.
ain't want to do nothing. He ain't want to do nothing. Hey, it is You Tell Me on Tuesday Night Live. We're 45 minutes in this thing. As always, y'all can participate. If you got something in the chat, drop it in there. If it's a You Tell Me, got a question, make it a super chat. Chico will be sure to see it and bring it up on the screen. Who is it on, Dukes?
I asked the question about Robin, so I think it's on you.
Oh, yeah. I will take it up. I will take it up. Boo! I know we're going to get into it later. But there in the ATL in the good state of Georgia, somebody got so damn mad that they dropped a lawsuit against the NFL. They went to federal court. They went to federal court, and let me tell you, first let me say this. Y'all see up top of the screen where it say You Tell Me with Uncle Neely and Phillip Dukes. But you should really look down at the bottom and it say Dukes the Scoop. That means because Dukes be getting the scoop. Like he got the scoop. So, John Doe, we'll call him John Doe. When John Doe was first thinking of this pain and suffering with the NFL draft and thinking about this lawsuit, he reached out to Dukes the Scoop. And then, like I said, we got some more coming from it. But Dukes the Scoop, what is this lawsuit? You tell me, what is it going to mean when a fan can sue because of how the draft process went?
Hey, man, hold on. Let me see. Man, look.
Oh, pull it up. You got the receipts.
Hey, man, I'm looking at it now. I'm just remembering. Hey, man, shout out to my partner, man. He hit me. He said, look, man, I'm going to give you the first notice. I'm about to file a complaint in the U.S. District Court. He said, I'm going to send you everything. And so let's pull it up. Hey, my boy was not playing. I said, oh, my man said he finna go file. No, I think I sent it to you after he filed it. I put it in the group.
Yeah, because it had a stamp on it. It had received on it.
Yeah, my boy filed that complaint, man. He was not playing. Basically, he's saying, like, look, the NFL, through collusion and alternative means, basically withheld Shedeur Sanders' draft status, causes Shedeur mental anguish, which in turn caused him and the fans anguish. And my man said, man, he said, look, we don't just want the 40 mil y'all took from him. We want $100 million. $100 million lawsuit. Oh, I'm just making sure I got all the facts right. There you go. I ain't gonna say his name, man, but here you go right here.
Yeah, we John Doe for right now.
Yeah, man. Oh, where is it? Y'all can't see it. Plaintiff John Doe is a resident of the state of Georgia and a consumer of the products and services of the National Football League. Defendant is the National Football League, an organized professional sports league operated through the United States, with its principal place of business at 345 Park Avenue, New York. Hey, man, he's not playing. Factual background.
The plaintiff alleged several claims against the National Football League: the violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act, that's going to cover the collusion; violation of the Civil Rights Act, because Shedeur is a brother; the international infliction of emotional distress and trauma, and violations of consumer protection laws. Give me $100 million.
Man, listen.
100,000.
So this is the background of it. What he said. Oh, there you go, right up at the background. He said the plaintiff attended the Colorado Buffaloes' first game against the TCU Horned Frogs on September 2nd, 2023, witnessing firsthand Sanders' exceptional talent and potential as a quarterback and Coach Deion Sanders' debut with the program. Part C, plaintiff regularly consumes media content related to Shedeur Sanders, including a program for well-off media. D, despite Sanders' demonstrated skills and significant attention during the 23 and 24 seasons, the NFL drafted him with the 144th pick in the 2025 NFL draft. E, reports and leaked statements suggested that Sanders, quote unquote, tank interviews, quote unquote, wasn't prepared and quote unquote was too cocky, which contributed to a narrative that has unjustly harmed his reputation and potential as a player. These slanderous statements reflect biases that influence the NFL's decision-making process, causing emotional distress and trauma to the plaintiff as a fan and consumer. That man said, hey, my boy didn't get what he's supposed to get, so I'm going to go get it for him and bust it down with him. So don't worry about it. Give me the money. I'm going to take 40. I'm going to give Shedeur his 40. And shoot, hopefully he going to give DukesTheScoop the other 20 for being right there, being first with the news and supporting it the whole time. Big dog, you know what? Hey, you know I'm still with you. They mess around and get his man. Hey, man, what if they settle out of court?
Well, look, when you send it to me, you know first person I sent it to. I said, Coach, look at this. We unite. I want a class action. I want to sign up for a class action. He wasn't the only one hurt. I'm hurt. As a matter of fact, I woke up in the middle of the night last night dreaming about the draft. I can't sleep.
Hold on. I just thought about what'd you say? 144. Hold on, need my inhaler.
See, you can't even breathe.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Man. Woo!
Hey, Von Randall, yeah, Coach Prime did say they move forward. Coach Prime ain't John Doe in this case.
Yeah.
Just because they good don't mean I'm good. I'm hurting. My chest hurt.
Man, so I think I need a backiotomy, a $20 million one. So if my dog
in jest, let me tell y'all about a Sanford and Son episode.
Yeah.
Episode starts, they all in the front room. Aunt Esther walk in with a neck brace. Lamont say, Aunt Esther, what the doctor say? How's your neck feeling? She said, oh, it's going to be fine on Thursday. Lamont said, Thursday? How you know it's going to be fine on Thursday? Because we go to court on Wednesday.
I know that's right. Hey, man, golly. Hey, man, I think the funniest thing you ever heard in San Francisco, you tell me, I know we ain't got much time left. You tell me, what's the funniest thing you ever heard out of Sanford and Son?
Real simple, man, to the point. Do you remember when Donna had that patient? He spoke real proper, and Fred didn't know that he was a mental patient. He thought he was like trying to holler at this woman, so he over there tasting the wine and proving he athletically fit and that he knew karate. And so he did that karate move. Fred looked at Lamont and said, this nigga's crazy. Yeah, that was my favorite one right there. Osgood Wilcox. Chico, let me tell you how you into with that episode here. Go to your Google machine and type in Osgood Wilcox. And I bet you that brother with the big ball spot gonna come up on Sanford and Son. Osgood Wilcox. Matter of fact, I used to call Chuck Bishop that. I'd be like, man, I'm Fred Sanford, you Osgood. Like all that damn proper talk you doing over there.
Man. No, that was a good one, man.
Said she had to cut it off. Like, hey, man, look, we got a class action filling up right here.
I'll tell you.
That was another good one, White Bear Porter. When Lamont went to court for that ticket, and Fred told the judge, "There's enough ninjas in here to make a Tarzan movie."
Man, that was and TV shows off the chain, man. What's called, man?
The chain.
We had the DVD in college, man. That was a good one, man.
Hey, Osgood Wilcox.
Man, that's crazy. What's called? I'll tell you what, man. When he said that lady, he said, you could take her face and put it in some dough and make some gorilla cookies. Man,
yeah.
Lee, man. I can't remember how you put it. But man, I laughed about that. Man, I've been laughing at that for 20 years since I heard it, dog. Like, for real. That was pretty good, man. Man, shout out to Rev BJ Nelson. Go ahead,
Oh, we got super chat. Okay, Rev BJ Nelson with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that, Rev. By the way, Rev said his eye is still leaking, and so he need to be on this class action too. Rev BJ Nelson, $10 super chat. Neely Dukes, you tell me about the influence of the CU aunties, uncles, fans of the Cleveland Browns. Podcasting community will it affect the owner? You know, man, one thing about, and I'm not saying this because Rev, we live in a world where when you say you like chicken, somebody say, oh man, Neely said he hate hamburgers. I ain't said I hate hamburgers. I said I like chicken. When I look at the player selected in this draft, I don't care if it's Cam Ward at number 1 in his Miami base. I don't think any player in this draft has a collegiate following and instant swell of support like Travis and Shedeur have. Like the CU, whether it's the CU aunties, the uncles, the podcasts, the programs, the fan base itself, like Jacksonville and the Browns just picked up, as we say down south, buku fans. Like they got a lot of new fans for those teams. How much that affects a guy or impacts a guy that's already a billionaire in his bottom line, I don't know if it moves it enough for him to see it, but it's going to move it enough for the VP of sales to see it and the general manager to see it and for them to put it in a report to him. Like, I don't think at the end of the day it makes them like untouchable or this or that, and the other. But, man, when you walk into a base and you bring in a base with you, that gives you a lot of stroke in that organization when it comes to the bottom line. Because Jacksonville has had high draft picks before, but they didn't have the following that Travis Hunter had. Cleveland has had quarterbacks picked before, but they didn't have the following that Shedeur Sanders has. And all of those people are now Brown supporters, if not fans, Jacksonville supporters, if not fans. They're going to buy all the 12 merchandise in the world. You tell me, Dukes.
Now, let me tell you something. First-hand experience. First of all, I got 10,000 subscribers. I'm a graduate of Auburn University. My literal god brother works at the University of Georgia. Them 10,000 subscribers, a lot of them came. There's a lot of aunties, CU aunties and CU uncles in that 10,000. I'm just telling you, it's a stimulus package when you got them fans behind you. It's not even a joke. I'm so grateful. And even though I do other content, I know for sure what fan base welcomed me with open arms. And even when in a loss, I was still able to go and do my job and talk about the loss. And they respected it. The CU aunties and uncles is a fan base like no other. I said to anybody, everything I used to say when I used to go to them games and I'd be like, bro, it's unreal. I meant it. I'm still experiencing it now on a day-to-day basis. And people don't get it. But you have to be in the culture to understand the culture. And I think now that like even and not none of the clown and stuff that goes on sometimes with Colorado. We talking about the real aunties and the real uncles, the real Colorado family, even the cousins and the nieces and the nephews, the granddaddies and the grannies, the whole CU family. To answer your question, Rev BJ Nelson, the people in Cleveland the people who do media in Cleveland are going to experience a boost in their numbers when they cover 2. And Jacksonville is going to experience a boost in their numbers when they cover 12. And the same thing with Tampa Bay covers Shiloh and Will Shepherd. And the same thing with LeJontay Wester gets covered in Baltimore. And the same thing with Jimmy Horn in Carolina. And the same thing when you cover any Colorado player on a professional level, you will see that this fan base is second to none. Professional or college, high school, don't matter the sport.
I love that. I love that, dude. Y'all see how easy that is? Reverend BJ Nelson dropped a super chat, and he got a "you tell me" in there, and he got an answer about both of us. That's all that got to happen. Hey, we coming up on the top of the hour. You know what it is when it's Tuesday night. We go live with "You Tell Me," your favorite auntie's favorite uncle, Uncle Neely, and Phillip, DukesTheScoop. Dukes checking in as well. And as we always do on the way out of here, Duke's going to go on the screen solo, and he's going to give us some positivity. DukesTheScoop, floor is yours.
I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This may not be as positive as always, but it's something that you could use in life. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes. When you know when you see that you're about to do something that's out of character, you're going to get a result that is out of character for the results of the type of results that you usually get. When you see you do something that you're about to do something stupid and you don't check yourself, if you see you're about to do something that you have to get out of your body to go do, then you probably don't need to do it because there's probably something dumb or stupid coming behind it. And so my one of my latest things that I've been saying, especially on my live, is that we got to make it home to who love us. So let's not win no stupid prizes. And the way we're going to prevent that is we ain't finna play no stupid games.
Make it home to who love us. Love somebody and let yourself be loved. We just hit 1 hour on the dot. It is You Tell Me, Tuesday Night Live. Big Dog Chico producing in the background. Uncle Neely Tuesday stop the press, because before we get to Tuesday, we get to Wednesday. And Wednesday is tomorrow. We got the morning run, but we just don't have the morning run. Reverend BJ Nelson, to the chat, everybody out there. There's been a lot of people popping and shooting shots. We got Reverend E. Dewey Smith on the morning run tomorrow morning live with us. Let's see what the chat got to say with the negativity and the BS when the pastor is on here direct. We're going to see y'all tomorrow for the morning run. DukesTheScoop, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, and our special guest, Reverend E. Dewey Smith out of the ATL. Kev 2000 with the 199 super chat. The rejected will be respected, and we out.
Sometimes, man, you just get to where I can't figure this out. Like help me out. I'm trying to understand, dudes, what the hell is going on? So that's the name of this partnership. You tell me. 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 Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live.